A single agent can answer questions. But can it negotiate with itself? Can it delegate subtasks, wait for results, and recover when a teammate fails? The moment you need agents that collaborate, research while another writes, one plans while others execute, you've entered multi-agent territory. And here's the uncomfortable truth most tutorials skip. The orchestration layer is where 80% of production bugs live. Today we're building the coordination patterns that actually work at scale, straight from systems handling millions of agent interactions. No toy examples. Real architecture decisions with real trade-offs. Let's start with why you're here. Single agents work brilliantly until they don't. The moment you need an agent to research a topic and write about it and fact-check its own work, you've got a problem. Context. Windows fill up. The agent loses track of its role. Hallucinations compound. The solution isn't a smarter model, it's decomposition. Separate concerns into separate agents, each with a focused system prompt, limited context, and clear responsibility. Think of multi-agent systems like a well-run engineering team. You've got specialists, a researcher, a writer, a critic. You've got a manager who delegates and synthesizes. And you've got protocols, how they communicate. What happens when someone's stuck? How conflicts resolve? The three pillars are agent definition, orchestration pattern, and communication mechanism. Nail all three and you've got a system. Miss one and you've got chaos. Before we orchestrate anything, we need a consistent agent interface. Every agent in our system will implement this contract, an execute method that takes a task and returns a result, plus metadata about its capabilities. This isn't just TypeScript ceremony. It's what allows our orchestrator to treat agents as interchangeable units. Notice the capabilities array. This is how the supervisor knows who can handle what. Let's implement a base agent that all our specialists will extend. The key insight here is the system prompt injection. Each agent gets a focused identity. The execute with retry wrapper handles transient failures automatically. And we're tracking token usage because in production, cost attribution per agent is essential. This base class gives us consistency without sacrificing flexibility. Here's our first specialist. A research agent with web search capabilities. Notice the system prompt is laser focused. Gather information, cite sources, no synthesis. That last part is crucial. If you let the researcher also summarize, you've recreated the single agent problem. The tool binding gives it access to Tavoli search, but the prompt constrains how it uses that tool. Constraints create clarity. The writer agent takes research and produces prose. Key design choice. It receives findings as input, not a search query. This separation means the writer never touches external tools. Pure language synthesis. The system prompt enforces style guidelines and, critically, requires source attribution. If the researcher found it, the writer must cite it. This chain of custody prevents hallucinated citations. Every team needs someone willing to say, "This isn't good enough." The critic agent reviews content against the original research and flags issues. Notice the structured output format. We're not asking for vague feedback. We want specific, actionable issues with severity levels. The critic returns a pass-fail verdict plus an array of problems. This structured response lets the orchestrator make automated decisions about whether to loop back. Simplest orchestration first, the sequential pipeline. Research, then write, then review. One after another. It's easy to reason about, easy to debug, and surprisingly effective for many use cases. The orchestrator here is just a function that chains promises. Each step's output feeds the next step's input. The downside? latency adds up. If research takes 10 seconds and writing takes 8, you're waiting 18 seconds minimum. When tasks are independent, run them in parallel. Here's a fan-out pattern. We spawn multiple researchers simultaneously, each querying different aspects of a topic. Promise. All settled, waits for all to complete, even if some fail. This is perfect for gathering diverse perspectives. One researcher checks recent news, another searches academic papers, a third looks at community discussions. Total latency equals your slowest researcher, not the sum. Now the pattern that scales. Supervisor hierarchy. A supervisor agent doesn't do work. It delegates. It receives a goal, decomposes it into subtasks, assigns those to worker agents, and synthesizes results. The magic is in the routing logic. The supervisor examines each task and matches it to an agent's capabilities. When workers return results, the supervisor decides, is this done or do we need another round? This is how you build systems with dozens of agents without spaghetti coordination. Here's the supervisor implementation. It holds a registry of worker agents and a task queue. The decompose method is where strategy happens. The supervisor uses its own LLM call to break a complex goal into atomic tasks. Each task gets tagged with the required capability, which maps to a worker. The supervisor doesn't know how research works. It just knows researcher 001 has the web search capability. This indirection is what makes the system extensible. The execution loop is where orchestration happens. We process tasks respecting dependencies. A task only runs when its prerequisites are done. The topological sort handles ordering. For each task, we find the right worker, execute, and store the result. If any task fails critically, the supervisor can decide to retry, skip, or abort the whole job. This loop is the heartbeat of a production multi-agent system. How do agents share information? Two paradigms: message passing and shared state. Message passing is explicit. Agent A sends a message to Agent B. It's traceable, debuggable, and works across network boundaries. Shared state means agents read and write to a common memory. Faster for co-located agents, but you need synchronization. Most production systems use both. Shared state for working memory within a task, message passing for cross-task communication. Here's a shared memory implementation using a simple key-value store with namespacing. Each agent gets its own namespace, plus there's a shared namespace for cross-agent data. The critical addition is locking. When an agent writes, it acquires a lock to prevent race conditions. For distributed systems, you'd swap this for Redis with CT-NX, but the interface stays the same. Notice the audit log. In production, you need to trace who wrote, what, and when. For message passing, we need a broker. This implementation uses an in-memory pub sub pattern. Agents subscribe to topics they care about. Maybe research complete or revision requested. When one agent publishes to a topic, all subscribers receive the message asynchronously. The message envelope includes sender ID, timestamp, and a correlation ID for tracking conversations. In production, swap this for RabbitMQ or Kafka, but the agent code doesn't change. Agents fail. APIs time out. Models hallucinate. Your system needs graceful degradation. Here's a resilience wrapper that adds retry with exponential backoff, circuit breaker to stop hammering a dead service, and fallback to an alternative agent. The circuit breaker tracks failures. After 3 consecutive failures, it opens and immediately rejects requests for a cooldown period. This prevents cascade failures across your agent network. Deadlock is the silent killer of multi-agent systems. Agent A waits for B, B waits for C. C waits for A. Nothing moves. Prevention is better than detection. First rule, always acquire locks in consistent order. Second, set timeouts on every blocking operation. Third, track the dependency graph and reject cycles before they form. This validator runs before task assignment, checking if a new dependency would create a circular wait. What happens when your researcher says one thing and your fact checker says another? You need a consensus mechanism. This voter implementation collects opinions from multiple agents and applies a configurable strategy. Majority vote is simple, more than half agree. Weighted voting lets senior agents have more influence. Unanimous requires everyone to agree. Suitable for high-stakes decisions. The key is making the strategy explicit and auditable. You cannot debug what you cannot see. This tracer captures every agent interaction. Who called whom? What was the input? What was the output? How long did it take? The span concept from distributed tracing fits perfectly. Each agent execution is a span, nested under its parent. Export this to Jaeger or Datadog, and you can visualize exactly how a request flowed through your agent network. When something goes wrong, you'll thank yourself for building this in from day one. Let's wire everything into a complete system. The multi-agent system class composes all our pieces. A supervisor for orchestration, shared memory, message broker, resilient executor, and tracer. The run task method is the entry point. It starts a trace, delegates to the supervisor, and handles top-level errors. Notice how each component is injected, making the system testable. You could swap the memory store for Redis, the broker for Kafka, and not change a single line of agent code. Before you ship this to production, a few considerations. First, cost controls. Set per agent token budgets and kill runaway loops. Second, security. Sanitize inputs before they hit agent prompts and audit every external tool call. Third, versioning. When you update an agent system prompt, track it like code. Finally, testing. Mock your LLM responses and test the orchestration logic independently. Multi-agent systems are powerful but complex. Start with 2 agents, prove the value, then scale. You've just built a complete multi-agent system from scratch. 3 things to remember. First, decomposition is your friend. Split complex tasks into focused agents with clear responsibilities. Second, orchestration patterns matter. Choose sequential for simplicity, parallel for speed, hierarchical for scale. Third, build observability in from day one. You cannot debug distributed agents without tracing. Next up in this AI track, we're diving into agent memory systems. How to give your agents persistent context across conversations. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and drop a comment. What's your biggest challenge building multi-agent workflows? I read every one.